Okay, so this video is going to be how to approach doing the arena without doing any healing. When you start, just go ahead and pick a partner to have for uh, to just do extra damage and keep around. Typically, they are quite more of a nuisance than a help, but in some fights they do help damage, and if you can manage to get one, always get one. One of the biggest things you want to worry about is any enemy that can grab you, and always avoid them at all costs and be ready to dodge them more than anything else, or that can fling you and such. And I have chosen plasma ability for a myriad of reasons. It does a lot of damage, you can keep your distance, and there are even situations where you can do damage even while just sitting there and guarding. In that first fight right there, suplex and freeze are both grab and are quite troublesome. Here, Meta Knight is probably one of the hardest ones to never get hit. You probably can expect to get hit here. Do wait till he starts to fight without you getting the sword, because you do want to keep plasma. He's one of the ones that you can also do some extra damage while guarding. Not to mention you can charge a wall guarding, so it really does that. Now, when he does anything involving wind, you will want to run and avoid it as much as possible, because you cannot guard against that. This is one of the fights that you do want to help her here for that extra damage. As you can see, I took already way too much damage in this fight, but it's to be expected. You're going to probably end up taking damage against him. Yeah, this is another example of one of the fights where we guard and charge does quite a bit. As you can see, kind of pinned down, but he's still taking damage. This is again one of the best reasons to have it, and all you have to do is just wait and do all the damage you can. I apparently lost my partner here, but it's alright. Oh, look, I got lucky and can replace him. I seem to be doing a little bit of a kind of side and messing up all sorts of stuff, so excuse me while I change my partner in a way. He was really useful here, but the problem with the partner is as well, he's gonna, kind of sometimes just sit there doing nothing. Oh, one other very beneficial thing for having plasmid. Apparently, some things can still hurt you while you guard, and plasmid can actually destroy a lot of projectiles, preventing that from happening as well, keeping your health good. This is another one of those fights that is one of the more difficult ones to not get hit. Simply because the enemy can come quite quickly with a punch, and I don't think you can block that one. Usually when I get hit by that, it's usually because I'm already trying to move out of the way, and failed because I was too close to the side of the punch. And you have to avoid that one, that grab right there. Thankfully went for the partner on that one. You see, as I got hit by the punch. So it's already now looking pretty grim, as this is already pretty early in the arena. But as you can see, Plasmid is very dominant here. And I've managed to get lucky here again to replenish my partner and keep Plasmid. If you do not get the opportunity to get a partner, don't worry about. For the most part, they're more of a distraction than anything else. I mean, it helps because they divert attention from the enemy. But if you can afford to, there's one of the spots I paused at. I think that happened twice. I had to go take care of something, so I apologize for the pauses. I should edit them out, but I'm still trying to get better at that. Here you want to avoid the suplex, keep your distance from them, because that is a grab move and you cannot block it, so you want to avoid, you want to be very cautious around them at all times. Alright, what's the next fight? Oh, this one's easy. He's got a very strict move pattern. 2 moves on the ground. One of them is a grab move, so stay away from him. Take a shot at it and then just make sure you stay away from him. There it is. Also, if you don't know how to get the pain ability, you swallow one of those balls and then you get the pain ability for that achievement. If you ever have been wondering about that. And again, don't ever worry about saving the partner. He's just there for extra damage whenever you can ever squeeze it in. Here's another boss that you have to worry about grabs as well. And not, do that too. That helps a lot. See, as you can see, the plasmid shield always helps against the projectiles and whatnot. There's the grab. Always dodge those grabs. Do whatever you can to avoid them. That's extra damage you're going to take. This one can be quite annoying depending on what ability you have. But thankfully with plasma you can keep your distance and strike them down. Oh, look at that waddle-dee. A waddle-doo actually. See, simple enough. This one, a tip with plasma, go ahead and just always guard when it's their attack, and then when you while you're doing this, when you're fighting it, don't worry about charging up completely a second time. Get that second move in so you can get that extra damage in, otherwise you're going to be here forever. Plasma is not very good at this fight. Alright, I removed the pause here, or at least the vast chunk of it here, so you don't have to sit around while it's idle. Yeah, this is very easy, especially with the plasma, because except for the star attacks, all the projectiles will just be eaten by the little shield that the plasma produces. And you can see what I'm applying the method of trying to hit twice before he goes up, and it's like 72 damage, so you don't have to do the cycles too many times. Oh, another note that you want to avoid here is do not be right by the enemy with your shield up, because if you try to go too fast and it takes the damage from the little shield and you fire your shield, it might not even hit or register the hit. So that's a really important note to take in when you're doing the fight against the computer or RPG fight. Well, I don't remember what it's called. And here's the freebie fight. Unfortunately, Plasma struggles here a little bit. It's not as fast as it should be. It would be if he had a grab move, but Plasma does not. Ignore everything except for the thing where. Wow, that was really unfortunate. Just dodge the attacks as they come. Usually, it comes in a pattern of the laser beam, the boxes, and then the cannon fires. It always does it in that order. And then it can be, then after the first 3, it changes up, and it can be anything. But the very initial start of the fight, it's always the zap, the laser, the boxes, and the cannon. Just do anything you can to speed it up here. The whale, really good for plasma. I really need to stop saying you can squeeze in here. Plasma will protect you from all that. Not to mention, you can, when he's doing this, you can charge up your shield and do quite a bit of extra damage. Let's just sit there and wait. Usually, bam, he's dead. Really easy, simple fight with for Plasma here. Oh god, watch him go off in the distance. Dyna Blade does have a grab move. When you see her do her sweep, dodge it. It's the one thing that can hurt you in this fight. Unless you're reckless, because it always comes down on you, so be ready to move out of the way. See, this right here is what you want to dodge, is the sweeping motion. Other than that, just keep going. Oh, what a miss. Fail. Maybe that's definitely a good point to dodge. She's doing sweep attack. I wasn't taking the chance of being grabbed, even though she was already defeated. It might still register as doing it. If you're fast enough, you can actually kill one of these in one turn, like that. You don't really have to worry about fully charging it. Oh, I messed up there. But yeah, you can, if you do it well enough, you can easily wipe them out in one, at least one of them in one go. Wispy Woods, very easy. Just the motions of the easiest boss. You know, Plasma Shield will guard you from the apples if you need to. Play it safe. Just go ahead and guard while they're coming to you and you're not charged up. You could essentially just put up your shield and just sit right by him with the shield up, and you'll take him out that way. It's very easy. This one, you do have the problem of that one. You have the problem of sorry, I got distracted. This right here coming up, where you're backing up. Do take the moment and wait for it to go all the way down, and then squeeze through. This is probably one of the other areas where you're going to struggle at taking damage. So do your best to not get hit by that. Be patient and wait for that little small opportunity. The good thing about the day fight is that he staggers when he gets hit, so you can interrupt just about any move. So if you do it right, you won't even get him to move. I didn't do that particularly well. Matter of fact, I nearly took damage I shouldn't have done. You shouldn't get to that point against him. Thankfully, the plasma shield did damage to him and staggered him, so I didn't take damage. This fight is actually simple, and he doesn't do that much damage, so this amount of health is actually sufficient. Just always, and if you fight him as without getting an ability in the going for that achievement, you'll learn this fight really well, and you can just easily survive. You just gotta dodge the ability where he does his little power up mouth attack, which I think he does right after this one right here. Yes, dodge that. You have to dodge that. That is the one requirement of this fight. Other than that, you can guard through everything. Just be really careful and don't get too cocky and get hit by one of his other attacks, like that little 4-blade thing. It's very easy to get hit by that. It's a really fight of patience and attrition. You can get hit by that. I got hit by that. The plasma shield will not guard you from that for some reason. I don't know why that one doesn't work against that. So I was being cautious here and dodged that attack. And then this should be it. Oh, got one more go. And boom. Plasma is really awesome for this. And yeah, good luck. It'll take a little bit of practice and knowing how the enemies do their moves, and so you can avoid it. And then this is actually probably one of the easier final challenges of the Kirby games. Anyways, achieving life and achieving game, and adios.